morning, boys and girls. My name is Teacher Ashley, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about seasons. Now, before you left for the holidays, your teacher probably told you that you were in autumn, and the season that we are currently in is autumn. And it started in March, it's going to go on into April, and it's going to end in May. And if you look outside your window, you will notice that the leaves are starting to fall out of the trees and change color. And this is the time that the animals start getting ready for winter. So they start collecting lots and lots of food to store fat, because in the winter they are going to hibernate. And that means that they are going to be in a long sleep until the warmer weather comes. Alright, so in my picture, you can see that the leaves have changed some color, and they are busy falling out of the trees. So in your street, you might notice a lot of leaves lying around. You will also see in my picture, I've got a little squirrel, and he's collecting nuts in preparation for the winter. This is also the season that apples and pumpkins are in season and they are being harvested. So when you go to the shops with mum and dad, you may notice that there are lots of apples and they are nice and cheap, and pumpkins and such vegetables. We call them winter vegetables, and that's the time when moms and dads make soup and things like that. And this is the season that those vegetables and fruits get harvested. Alright, and you will also notice that when autumn started, it was still nice and warm. We were just coming out of summer, and now it's starting to get a little bit colder, and you will see teachers wearing a jacket because it is cold here by me. Alright, but once May comes, it starts getting very, very cold. And then we jump into June and July and August. Okay, and that is the season of winter. Alright. Now in my picture, I see a snowman and some snow. And although in most parts of the country it doesn't snow, we often in the Western Cape get snow on the mountains in the winter time. In this season, we start wearing things like beanies and scarves and gloves to keep ourselves warm, because it is very, very cold. And if you look outside, you may see some fire smoke, because lots of people will be making fires to keep warm. Now in this picture, my teddy bear is wearing a jacket and long pants and a beanie and some gloves, and he's drinking a hot cup of Milo or hot chocolate. And sometimes your moms and dads might wake you up in the mornings with a cup of Milo or a cup of hot chocolate, something just to warm you up before you go to school. You will also see that because the leaves fell out of the trees in autumn, most of the trees no longer have leaves. Okay, and I have a picture of a bird in mine, because in the winter the birds fly away to a warmer country where they go and live until it's warm again here, and then they come back. Alright, so as I said, winter lasts from June all the way until August. And then we jump into September, and this becomes spring. Okay, so in this season, it's very exciting. The earth starts coming alive again. We get lots and lots of flowers sprouting. The leaves on the trees start growing back. The birds that flew away in winter come back to lay eggs in their nests, okay? And because we have so many flowers, we start seeing a lot of insects that like pollen. Now, pollen is something that we find inside of a flower that these insects love. They eat it, okay? So here in my picture, I've got some butterflies and some bees and some ladybugs, so that they can get the pollen out of the flowers that pop up in spring. This is also the season that little lambs are born and the sheep get sheared, so they lose their wool gets shaven off. Alright, so this is a very exciting time of year. Everything starts growing again, and it starts to get warmer, okay? And then I jump into December. Oh, everybody gets excited for December because it's Christmas and it's holiday and everybody likes to have fun. Okay, so then we jump into summer. And in summer, it is very hot. The sun is shining and we can do things like swimming. All right. Because it's so hot, we want to cool down, we can swim. And because the sun is so hot, we need to protect ourselves like we learned last term. So we will be wearing things like sunglasses and hats to protect ourselves from the sun. And we can use umbrellas as well to protect ourselves from the sun. And in this picture, you can see that the leaves are fully grown on the trees. Our flowers are nice and tall already, because they've had time to grow, okay? And the biggest thing about summer is that it is warm. And summer lasts from December into January, into February, and then we jump back into autumn in March. Now, teacher wants to quickly discuss with you some of the things that we wear in the different seasons. So I hope you guys can see my pictures. But in my pictures, I've got some children and they're wearing different kinds of clothes, okay? So tell me, would you wear a pair of shorts in the winter? You would freeze and your poor toes would fall off. Would you wear a beanie in the summertime? No, because it would be too hot and you would sweat, okay? So in the summer times or in the warmer seasons, we wear cooler clothes to keep ourselves cool, okay? So this little boy is wearing a vest and some shorts. He's wearing sunglasses to protect himself, and he wants to swim, so he's wearing little floaties, okay? This little girl is wearing a skirt and a vest, and she's also very excited to swim, so she's also wearing some floaties. So in the cooler months, we wear clothes that will make us cool, okay? Then it starts getting cold, and what do we wear? We can't wear shorts when it's cold because we would freeze. So we start wearing long sleeve shirts or jackets. We wear boots and long pants. We wear things like scarves and beanies and gloves, okay, to keep ourselves warm. So in this picture, the girl is wearing an orange jacket with brown long pants and brown boots. She's got on a red scarf, a red beanie, and a red pair of gloves. This little boy is also wearing some long, warm clothes. So he's wearing brown pants that are long, a green jacket, black boots, a blue pair of gloves, a blue scarf, and a blue beanie. That's all for the seasons. I hope you have a fantastic day and stay tuned for more lessons on seasons.